What happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? Tonight, we witness something incredible on WWE Raw. Two of the most dominant superstars in professional wrestling history stood face to face, and the wrestling world will never be the same. I'm talking about the ruler of NXT, Obafimi, coming face to face with the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. If you missed this, you missed history. Welcome back to Suplex Rumble, the channel where we break down the biggest moments in professional wrestling. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into one of the most electrifying confrontations WWE Raw has delivered this year. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell because you do not want to miss our breakdowns. Alright, let's set the stage. For those who might be catching up, Obafimi has been demolishing the competition in NXT. This man is a physical specimen, 6'4", 270 pounds of pure power. He's been the NXT North American champion, and his reign of dominance has been nothing short of spectacular. Now, Brock Lesnar, where do we even begin? The Beast Incarnate is a former UFC heavyweight champion, a multiple-time WWE champion, a Royal Rumble winner, and quite possibly the most feared competitor to ever step foot in a WWE ring. When Brock shows up, championships change hands, careers are altered, and the entire landscape of WWE shifts. So why were these two in the same ring? Well, according to reports and what we saw unfold, WWE management has been looking to create dream matchups, bringing NXT's finest to the main roster to test themselves against the absolute best. And what better test than Brock Lesnar? The tension had been building for weeks. Obafimi made it clear in interviews that he wasn't intimidated by anyone on the main roster. He said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that he's built differently, that his time in NXT proved he can handle any level of competition. Those are bold words when Brock Lesnar's name is on the roster sheet. Meanwhile, Lesnar, through his advocate Paul Heyman, made it known that he was very interested in this so-called ruler from NXT. Heyman, in his typical fashion, delivered some scathing promos questioning whether Obafimi was ready for the beast that awaits on the main roster. Now let's get into what happened on Raw. The show opened with incredible energy, and about 20 minutes in, the crowd erupted. Why? Because Obafimi's music hit, and this absolute powerhouse made his way to the ring on Monday Night Raw. Animated recreation or host demonstrating the entrance energy. The crowd was split. You had the NXT faithful who've been following Oba's journey absolutely losing their minds, chanting his name. But you also had the Monday Night Raw veterans who were like, who is this guy thinking he can just walk onto our show? That's the beauty of professional wrestling, folks. These crossover moments create instant drama. Oba grabbed a microphone, and let me tell you, his presence was commanding. He stood in the center of that ring and addressed the WWE Universe directly. He said he didn't come to Monday Night Raw to make friends. He didn't come for a participation trophy. He came to prove that NXT produces the best professional wrestlers in the world, and he's the king of that mountain. The crowd was buzzing. Some were booing, some were cheering. It was electric. And then, the arena went dark for just a second. You could feel the anticipation. And when those lights came back on, Brock Lesnar's music hit the speakers. I wish you could have felt the energy shift in that arena. The place absolutely exploded. Brock Lesnar, accompanied by Paul Heyman, made his way down that ramp with that signature bounce, that intensity in his eyes. This wasn't a friendly welcome, this was a challenge. Now here's where things got really interesting. Brock entered the ring, and these two absolute giants stood face to face. We're talking about two of the most physically imposing athletes in all of sports entertainment, standing nose to nose in the middle of that ring. Paul Heyman, ever the master of ceremonies, stepped between them with the microphone. He delivered one of his classic promos, questioning Obafimi's credentials, asking him if he truly understood what it meant to stand across from Brock Lesnar. Heyman listed Lesnar's accomplishments: the WWE Championships, the Universal Championships, the fact that Brock has conquered everyone who's ever doubted him. But here's what I loved about this moment: Obafimi didn't back down. Not even an inch. He stared directly into Brock's eyes and told Heyman, told Lesnar, told the entire WWE universe that accomplishments from the past don't intimidate him. He's focused on building his own legacy, and if that means going through the Beast Incarnate, then so be it. The crowd was at a fever pitch at this point. You could hear dueling chants, "Let's go Lesnar" on one side, "Oba's gonna kill you" on the other. This is what wrestling is all about, folks. Two competitors, both believing they're the absolute best, neither willing to show weakness. Then came the push. Obafimi, showing absolutely no fear, put both hands on Brock Lesnar's chest and shoved him backward. The crowd gasped. You could see Brock's expression change, that slight smile, that look that says, "Oh, you just made a big mistake, kid." Brock exploded forward, and these two behemoths started trading heavy shots. We're talking about thunderous strikes that you could hear echoing through the arena. Security rushed the ring, referees flooded in, trying to separate these two absolute titans. It took 15 people to separate Brock Lesnar and Obafimi. Every time they thought they had control, one of them would break free and charge back at the other. The crowd was eating it up. This was pure, unfiltered intensity. Visual suggestion post showing the chaos with hand gestures and movement. Finally, WWE officials managed to get some separation. Obafimi was backed into one corner, Brock Lesnar in the opposite corner, both men breathing heavy, neither taking their eyes off each other. The message was clear: this confrontation was far from over. But here's where the storytelling got even better. As Raw went to a commercial break, we could see both superstars being escorted to the back through separate exits. The announcers were losing their minds, talking about how they'd never seen someone stand toe-to-toe with Brock Lesnar like that, especially someone making their Raw debut. When we came back from commercial, the Raw general manager appeared on the screen. They acknowledged what we all just witnessed and made a huge announcement: they're not going to let this intensity go to waste. While they didn't confirm a match right then and there, they strongly suggested that WWE management is looking at potential opportunities for these two to settle their differences in the ring. Later in the show, we got some backstage segments that added even more fuel to this fire. Obafimi was shown in the back, and when asked about the confrontation, he made it crystal clear he didn't come to Raw to play games or wait his turn. He wants Brock Lesnar in a match, and he wants it as soon as possible. On the flip side, Paul Heyman cut a backstage promo where he said that Obafimi just sealed his fate. He said that Brock Lesnar has ended careers of far more accomplished superstars than Obafimi, and if this young upstart wants to learn that lesson the hard way, Brock is more than happy to be the teacher. Now let's break down what this means for WWE going forward. First off, this is brilliant booking. You're taking one of NXT's most dominant champions and immediately putting him in a program with arguably the biggest name in WWE. That's how you build a new star, folks. Think about what this does for Obafimi's credibility. Whether he wins, loses, or this leads to a longer storyline, the fact that he's being positioned against Brock Lesnar tells the WWE universe that management sees something special in him. This isn't just some random call-up, this is a statement. From Brock's perspective, this is also fascinating. Lesnar typically works with established main eventers, right? But having him involved in elevating new talent shows a different side to his character and gives WWE fresh matchups that we haven't seen before. Dream matches are great, but fresh dream matches? That's money. Let's talk about the wrestling styles here too. Obafimi is a powerhouse who combines raw strength with surprising agility for a man his size. Brock Lesnar is, well, Brock Lesnar Suplex City, F5S, just pure dominance. If these two actually get in the ring for a sanctioned match, we're talking about a collision of styles that could be absolutely incredible. The wrestling community is already buzzing about this. Social media exploded after Raw went off the air. Fans are debating who would win, what the match stipulation should be, whether this should be a WrestleMania-level program or something they pull the trigger on sooner. Some analysts are saying Obafimi winning would be too much too soon, that you can't have someone beat Brock in their first main roster feud. Others argue that bold booking is exactly what WWE needs, shocking the world by having this new monster actually conquer the beast incarnate. Whatever happens next, one thing is certain: WWE Raw delivered something special tonight. The confrontation between Obafimi and Brock Lesnar was everything we love about professional wrestling: intensity, drama, physicality, and that unpredictable excitement that keeps us coming back week after week. What do you think happens next? Do you think Obafimi has what it takes to defeat Brock Lesnar? Should this be saved for a major premium live event, or should they strike while the iron is hot? Drop your predictions in the comments below.